Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome to the F1 Word and to a look back at my 2018 on YouTube and a look ahead at what's to come in 2019. I mean, I don't really know what to say if I'm being completely honest. First off is thank you, and you're going to get a lot of that in this video. This last year has been above and beyond anything I ever believed possible on the channel. Just 12 months ago to this very day, the F1 Word went through 7,000 subscribers. 8 days later went through 1 million total views. And a year on, we're now at over 52,500 subscribers and 9.5 million views. I know in the grand scheme of YouTube that is tiny, but to me that is absolutely massive, and I cannot thank you enough. And it's not an exaggeration, maybe some will think it is, but it's not an exaggeration to say that this year has literally changed my life. I've been able to take what was a part-time hobby, if you like, and turn it into a full-time career. I just can't express how grateful I am to you all without just saying thank you 1,000,000 times. But looking back over 2018, some of the highlights for me on the channel, I think meeting Billy Munger has got to be right up there. And I think as well, Lando Norris, getting to interview NR Ahmed as well was pretty awesome. It's just been a great year from top to bottom, in all honesty. In terms of content, the best performing video on the channel by a mile is the Why is Lewis Hamilton So Hated video. Nearly 600,000 views on that. And that's just crazy when I think back to how terrified I was about putting that video up. But my favourite video of the year on the channel has got to be the Curious Case of Nico Hülkenberg. I really enjoyed making that video, and although I'm really proud of the Imola 94 video that me and Jonty did, I really enjoyed putting together that Nico Hülkenberg video. And although it wasn't the biggest viewed on the channel, its reception was generally massively positive. But frankly, I can't think of a video that I've not enjoyed making this year. So although absolutely there are areas I can improve, I'm generally very proud of everything that's gone onto the channel this year. But something that I did want to do for this video is have a look back over 2018 and kind of let you know some of the lessons I've learned, if that makes sense. First up then, and don't overdo race weekend content. I know that sounds weird because that's what the channel's going to have to focus on, and there will still be tons of content over a race weekend in 2019, but I sometimes felt like I was just throwing content out left, right and centre, and perhaps it was too much, and so I need to tone that down just a little bit, but more on that as we get nearer to March. Some of you will like this one. Don't post a schedule unless I will 100% stick to it. How many times over the last year have I said this video that day, and then I've changed my mind? So going forward, instead of there being I will upload the Lewis Hamilton video this day and the Sebastian Vettel video that day, instead you'll just get a list of the days in which I will be uploading. A big one for me is spend more time answering the comments on YouTube, interacting on social media, and of course, spending more time with the awesome community we've built over on Discord. It's weird when I look at it because I used to spend so much time interacting, and I've got to move back that way in 2019. Next up, and it doesn't matter what I upload, no matter how balanced it is, I am always going to get backlash for posting an opinion regardless of what I say. So I should never ever feel scared of stating an opinion. And I know a lot of you are going to back me on this one. I need to start learning to ignore the trolls and the fanboys. Don't bite back. They are not worth my time. My focus should be on the 99.9% of you who love the channel, who watch the videos and have become part of the community. And this isn't about differing opinions, this is about the abuse that gets thrown my way. So I'm more than happy to hold a reasonable and respectful conversation or debate, but anything that resorts to abuse will just result in people being blocked. I'm really not bothered anymore. My focus is on the positives going forward. But the two big things I've learned that I really want to take forward into the next year is that opinions are king. News videos are great and people do enjoy them. They get good views. But one of the most popular comments I get is, we can get all the information from news from the written media ourselves. We are here for your opinions. So moving forward, front and centre, back to basics, it's all about opinions. Yes, news videos will still feature, as I'll talk about in a moment, but opinions are going to be at the core. And finally, for things I've learned, if it ain't broke, don't bloody fix it. I spent way too much time over the last few months trying to fix a channel that was absolutely fine and didn't need fixing. And that has got to stop because I can imagine from a subscriber's point of view, if I'm constantly changing things up, it's going to get frustrating and you're going to stop watching. So no more. And that leads us quite nicely actually onto the 2019 plans. And as I said there, it is very much back to basics. Opinions are what you primarily subscribe for, and that is where I'm going to be going moving forward. As I touched on there, news will still be around on the channel, but it will be in the form of the more opinionated rundown that seems to have been pretty well received, to be fair. So instead of 5 news stories where I just sit and read a paragraph of the news and then follow it with a quote and then a bit more paragraph on the news, it's going to be 3 news stories, a little bit on the news story, a quote, and then my opinion on it. Rants are something that a fair few of you have been asking for. They will return, but the problem with rants is that I need to be in the mood for them. So I can't say that I will do 1 rant a week or 1 rant a month or anything like that. They will be as and when the mood takes me, but I'm not going to be afraid to post them anymore. There will be a lot more videos like Why is Lewis Hamilton so hated or The Curious Case of Nico Hulkenberg, etc. In all honesty, just stuff that I enjoy making. And as many of you have pointed out, if I enjoy it, you guys are more likely to enjoy it as well. So in terms of January's content, with December being quite low on views, I decided to take some of the videos I had planned and push them back to the new year. So videos like the Verstappen video and the Vettel video and a couple of others that you've been asking for, they are coming, but they'll now be in January. And what that means is that a couple of the series I had planned, so the F1 Legends or F1 Stories, whatever I call it series, or the Future Stars series, they're also going to get pushed back a little bit as well. But they are going to run continually through the year, just not on any form of schedule. Live streams will continue every Sunday from this coming Sunday, which I believe is January the 6th. I won't be able to go live on the weekend of the 12th and the 13th as I will be at the Autosport show, and there will be some content on the channel from that show the following week. But after that, normal service will be resumed when it comes to live streaming. Before I get on to car launches and testing in February, I do need to talk about Formula E. Yes, it has been the most divisive thing on the channel for a very long time, possibly ever. And I'm not an idiot. I expected a backlash, but nowhere near as much as I got. A lot of you loved it and thought it was awesome, so thank you so much for all your support with it, but I have got to listen to everybody. And this isn't a small number of people. I need to stress that. On the videos, it looks like a few dislikes and a few bitchy comments, but the number of comments falling into held for review were just full of abuse and full of negativity, and the number of DMs I received over on Twitter was absolutely ridiculous. Now, not everybody was nasty or abusive with it. Some were just genuinely asking if we can move Formula E content away because they don't like it and it affects their notifications and all of that. But there was a lot of abuse, and that resulted for the first time in me having to close off my Twitter DMs, which is such a shame because I really didn't want to have to do that because I love interacting with you guys, but it was just too much. So although I wouldn't say that it's a 50-50 split, as in more of you enjoyed it than didn't enjoy it, but this isn't the same as an opinionated video, where 97% of you love it and 3% don't. So, as frustrating as the whole situation is, and as disappointed as I am, Formula E content will not be continuing on the F1 Word channel. I'll leave it at that for now, and I'll let you know a little more soon. Into February, and car launches will be covered, of course. But I'm not the most technically minded, so I'm not going to try and blag my way through it like I did this year. Instead, you'll get maybe a few side-by-sides of the 2019 car versus the 2018 car, my opinions on it and my predictions or what I expect from that team in 2019. And although opinions are going to be taking centre stage, testing will also be covered, but they are still going to be fairly reporty, if you like. It's quite difficult to put an opinion on testing because we only really get the numbers and a few talking points. But I will do my best to slap an opinion on it wherever I can. And of course, once car launches are out of the way and testing as well, we'll just be a couple of weeks away from the season starting. And as I said a little bit earlier, I will post a video or something somewhere to give you an update as to what you can expect race weekend-wise from the channel. But that is it then for the F1 Word in 2018. Do let me know in the comment section down below what your favourite video on the channel was over the last 12 months. I would genuinely be very interested to know what your favourites were. And thank you once again, thank you for every view, for every like, for every comment, for every subscription. Just thank you for an incredible, life-changing year, and here is to 2019. Now, I will be back soon with more content as ever, but in the meantime, you can of course follow me over on social media. Links to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and to Discord are all in the description down below. But as ever, thank you for watching. I've been Sean, this has been the F1 Word, and until next time, Happy New Year, and goodbye.